Your mind speaks. Every single day. Thousands of thoughts. Some inspiring. Some fearful. Some completely irrational. The problem isn't that those thoughts exist. The problem begins when you believe every single one of them. Listen carefully. Just because your mind says something doesn't make it true. Think about standing beside a busy highway. Cars race past you every second. Some are loud. Some are slow. Some are beautiful. Some are falling apart. But here's the question. Do you chase every car that passes? Of course not. You simply watch them go. Your thoughts work the same way. Not every thought deserves your attention. Not every thought deserves your belief. Yet most people spend their lives running after every fear that drives through their mind. I'm not good enough. I'm going to fail. Everyone is judging me. What if I never succeed? Those thoughts arrive, uninvited, but you keep offering them a place to stay. A soldier standing guard at a fortress doesn't allow every stranger through the gate. He asks one question: should this enter? Your mind needs the same discipline. Not every thought deserves access to your identity. Fear will knock. Doubt will knock. Anger will knock. But you decide which thoughts become permanent residents. Imagine dark clouds covering the sky. For a moment, it feels like the sun has disappeared. But the sun never left. The clouds simply passed in front of it. Your mind works the same way. Temporary thoughts can cover your clarity, but they cannot erase who you truly are. Don't mistake passing clouds for permanent reality. A lion doesn't stop hunting because fear briefly appears. Fear is natural. Action is a choice. Courage isn't the absence of fearful thoughts. It's refusing to let them become your master. Every brave person you've ever admired felt doubt. The difference? They acted anyway. Think about fire. A single spark can cook a meal or burn down an entire forest. Thoughts are sparks. Your attention is the fuel. The more attention you give negative thoughts, the bigger they become. Starve them. Feed better thoughts instead. Feed action. Feed discipline. Feed purpose. A blacksmith doesn't panic because raw steel looks rough. He understands the process. Heat. Hammer. Shape. Repeat. You are not finished either. Stop judging yourself based on unfinished moments. Growth always looks messy before it looks powerful. Most people confuse thoughts with identity. They think, I had a negative thought, therefore I am negative. No. You experienced a thought. You are not the thought itself. The sky is not the storm. The ocean is not the wave. You are not every sentence your mind produces. Storms eventually pass. So do anxious thoughts. So do moments of doubt. So do difficult emotions. The mistake is believing they'll last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Not pain. Not fear. Not uncertainty. If you can sit with them, instead of surrendering to them, they lose their power. Imagine an eagle flying through strong winds. The wind pushes against it, but the eagle doesn't fight every gust. It adjusts. It glides. It uses resistance to rise even higher. Your difficult thoughts can become the same. Not obstacles, but opportunities to strengthen your mind. Every time you choose action over overthinking, you train your brain. Every time you refuse to obey fear, you build confidence. Confidence isn't created because fear disappears. It's created because fear stops controlling your decisions. One day, you'll realize something incredible. The thoughts that once controlled your life now barely whisper. Not because they vanished, because you stopped believing everything they said. Imagine standing in front of a mirror covered in dust. You don't smash the mirror because the reflection looks unclear. You wipe the dust away. Negative thinking is often just mental dust, not your true identity. Clear it. Patiently. Daily. One disciplined decision at a time. Your mind is an incredible servant, but a terrible master. If you allow every passing thought to control your emotions, you'll spend your life reacting. If you learn to observe before responding, you'll begin leading yourself instead. That's where freedom begins. Not when negative thoughts disappear. When they stop making your decisions. 1 year from now, you won't remember every fearful thought you had today, but you'll remember whether you acted despite them, whether you kept moving, whether you kept growing, whether you kept fighting. Action writes your story, not thoughts. Remember this. You don't become stronger by controlling every thought. That's impossible. You become stronger by controlling your response. You don't have to believe every fear. You don't have to obey every doubt. You don't have to surrender to every emotion. You always have another choice. Pause. Breathe. Observe. Then act according to your values, not according to your fears. Because your thoughts are visitors. Your character is built by your actions. And your future will never be determined by the noise inside your head. It will be determined by the decisions you make, despite that noise. So stop letting your thoughts define your life. Let your discipline define it. Let your courage define it. Let your actions define it. Because in the end, you are not what you think. You are what you repeatedly choose to do. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I control my actions, so that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will choose disciplined action over every thought that tries to hold you back.